All right, we're going to go back to the questions in just a minute, but right now we'd like to welcome Dave from the Seneca Park Zoo to the show. Thanks, Dave, for coming in.
Thank you very much
Thank
for having me.
So what animal did you bring tonight?
Oh, well, we have a 3-banded South American armadillo. His name is Doug.
Doug. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Doug. Are there different types of armadillos?
There's many different types of armadillos, and they're all basically just larger or smaller than Doug here. So Doug's a medium size, and it's all based on how many bands that they have on their back, so how much they're flexible. So 5 bands, 3 bands, 7 bands, 9.
Now, you said part of his name is a 3-banded, but you also said a location.
Yes. So he is South American, so he's coming from South America.
Now, are there other places that these can be?
They can be all throughout Central America and North America as well. So we find them in our southern states in the United States of America. And we'll find them in Florida, Texas, down in the southern states. And they're much larger. They're going to be the 9-banded armadillos. They're very, very big.
Okay.
What are their conservation status?
They are near threatened. So again, it's a list, and near threatened is on the list. It's fairly low, but it is getting there, and it's all due to lots of different factors that they have down in South America, which are evident for lots of South American animals.
Now, what does the armadillo mean?
Armadillo actually means little armored one. So he's a little armored guy is what he is here. And that's actually, it's not a shell, it is an armor on him. So that's the terminology we use.
Okay, I was going to ask, what is the shell made of? Because it's kind of sparkly.
Very interesting. It's actually made of the same proteins that make our fingernails. So it's made of keratin. And we see each of these little individual dots that we like to call back here, and they're called scutes, just like on a turtle or a tortoise. But they're non-overlapping. So much like tortoises, they're non-overlapping. Some sea turtles, they overlap for hydrodynamics. They don't need to deal with that. So it's non-overlapping scutes, and then they're actually connected through little flexible pieces of skin that keep everything kind of together.
Why does he have hair?
He has hair because he is a mammal, and that is a requirement for being a mammal. And that hair is mostly on his belly. Mostly for what he eats is little insects, and they'll run up and they try to bite his little belly when he's eating them, and they can actually keep them off of him, and he can eat them off of himself. And also he uses it like a whisker. So if he's in a ball, we can use these little hairs that stick out from the sides of the ball here as a whisker. So we can tell if there's still animals or some kind of danger outside of the shell when he's in his ball.
So now you were saying these things eat insects, and how, because right now he seems like in a ball, he's not going to do a good job eating right now.
Yes, he does eat insects. He will unroll. If I were to set him down, he would unroll and he would kind of walk around pretty silently. He has pretty big claws in the front, as you can see here, and then little pig feet in the back. And he can silently run around, and he doesn't bounce when he walks, so he's very hover-like. And as he moves, he will pick up ants with a long, sticky tongue, eat them, and then eat as many as possible while he's awake. So that's all he's doing mostly when he's awake.
Nice.
What are some of the threats to armadillos?
So as most South American animals, most of their threat is going to be habitat degradation, so deforestation. Mostly in that area is for wildlife or for livestock. So they are clearing out areas for livestock. They can make lots of money in the third world area with livestock. So they clear out the areas that these guys would normally be living, and then we see a big decrease because of their habitat. But predatory-wise, nothing's really going to handle them because they are in this beautiful shell. So they're not being overhunted or anything like that. It's mostly just habitat degradation.
How long will armadillos live?
They can live up to 15 years in their natural range. So where they're from, in Paraguay and wherever, they can definitely live to 15. In our zoo and other places in captivity, they're living to about 20, possibly even more. So that's all based on the care that's given.
Cool.
Well, Dave, we'd like to thank you for bringing
much.
Doug in.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Want to know more about this animal and others like it? Go to our website, homeworkhotline.org, and click on videos. And stay right there. We'll be back in a second.